Before you can trust a tool, a system, or a community, you must become a being worthy of your own trust. Security and resilience are not just technical, they are psychological. The first non-negotiable crop you must sow is self-trust. And this is the litmus test. Does your pet trust you? We use a pet not as a sentiment, but as a biometric instrument. A pet's trust is an unfakeable readout of your cumulative behavior. You cannot rhetoric your way past a dog's anxiety. You cannot gaslight a cat into being calm. Why a pet and not a garden? A garden responds transactionally. Water plus nutrients plus sun equals growth. It's a direct input-output system. A pet trusts sovereignly. Its trust is granted by a conscious being reading not just your actions, but your state. It's built in 10,000 mundane moments. The consistent rhythm of meals, the gentle tone, the patient presence. The analogy applied to self, your mind and body are your pet. If you are erratic, feeding it junk information, junk food, sleep deprivation, it becomes skittish and unreliable. If you are calm and predictable, it relaxes into your care. Self-betrayal, breaking promises to yourself, ignoring boundaries, harsh self-criticism, creates a traumatized internal animal. Anxiety, aggression, withdrawal. Repair requires the same patience you'd have to offer a rescued creature. Relentless, gentle consistency. This is the operational center of all security. A mind you can trust is able to discern. It separates signal from noise, fact from propaganda, intuition from fear. Not easily hijacked, it knows its own biases and vulnerabilities. For example, scams that prey on urgency. Capable of focused attention, it can investigate and learn without being pulled into distraction factories. It's humble and curious. It knows what it doesn't know, and it seeks reliable sources. If you don't trust your own mind, you outsource your thinking. This is the ultimate vulnerability. You will follow the loudest voice, be unable to evaluate a privacy policy, and grant authority to systems you don't understand. You become the weakest link in your own security chain. This is not affirmations, this is agriculture. Keep micro promises. Start infinitesimally small. I will drink this glass of water. I will step away in 5 minutes. Each promise you keep to yourself is a seed. Conduct kind postmortems. When a decision fails, analyze with curiosity, not cruelty. What did I miss? What was my emotional state when this happened? Build a trusted internal advisor, not a harsh critic. Practical digital fasting. Regularly disconnect from the internet to hear your own thoughts. Recalibrate your ability to discern your voice from injected narratives. Learn one foundational skill. Deeply understand one thing. Password managers, VPNs, threat modeling. Competence breeds self-trust. Validate your own perception. If something feels off, pause and ask why. Don't dismiss your intuition, investigate it. Bridge gut feeling and rational analysis. Curate your inputs. You cannot trust a mind fed on outrage and trivia. Be ruthless about your information diet. Choose depth, quality, and silence. This episode posits that the most critical vulnerability to patch is not your software, but in your site. All your encryption in the world is useless if you are socially engineered. The most private network is compromised if you betray your own values under pressure. Having a pet teaches us the final lesson. Trust is earned, not in one grand gesture, but in daily, mundane, consistent showing up. You must first become the calm, predictable keeper of your own being. Self-trust is the root. From it grows the discernment to choose good tools, the discipline to maintain good practices, the resilience to withstand pressure, the clarity to see systems as they are, not as they are being sold. You cannot build a trusted life on untrusted hardware. You are the hardware. Tend this root first. It is the sovereign filter through which all information flows, the compiler that writes your reality. This self-trust is the prerequisite for a true discernment. It turns information from a weapon used on you into material you can consciously build with. Every fact you accept, every story you believe, is a crop that will follow its health. Build your world from there.